since university, the University of Virginia, where fans have been flooding the ground since early this morning. The Cavaliers will boot it away to start the game. He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. And the returner will be dragged down. The Nittany Lions return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. When your quarterback is on the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Using his legs, it's Bush. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality of the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to the ground. Makes his man miss. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front. And this guy caps it off with a nice touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cavaliers offense will go to work for the first time today. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
That's so much fun. They get off the rock, and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Cavaliers want to move quickly.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Caught behind the line. It's no better. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense gets set for second down. Now the play fake. Heaves it on the run. Touchdown, Virginia. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and answer.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Gets away from one. Looking for a deep man. Pulls it in on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. On 1st and 10 from the 38. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Cavaliers are in the hurry-up.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. What a disappointment. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Quickly out to the tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quarterback adapting. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Cavaliers in the hurry-up. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Finds the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Corners are going to bail. He's looking to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Got 4 receivers spread across the field. 3 on the right on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. The Cavaliers will keep this drive going.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved, get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Unloads it left. He's got it. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Cavaliers. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but bring some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Virginia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by 7 over Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. On the move, he fires. It's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Buys a little time with his feet. The throw. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's got his man across the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Easy completion on the shuffle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to throw it again. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The snap sets up the throw. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He's got it. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty damn quickly.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Cavaliers heading quickly to the line.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They move the tight end all over. He'll keep it himself. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Off play action on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The give to the tailback. He is smashing people. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
3:25.
On the option. He'll toss it. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cavalier. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the
Open runway ahead. At the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Virginia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He has been surgical. Precision passing. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock...
Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. He's going to get a property tax bill in the end zone because this guy is spending a lot of time there. He might start taking aim at some of those Nittany Lion touchdown records.
Yeah, and those are some records. I mean, you start talking about Larry Johnson, Saquon Barkley, and all the Kajana Carter going back. I mean, so many great running backs at Penn State. To be on that list, to be talked about in that vein, I think you're having yourself a day.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pass hits, picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Dances away from the heat. Slings it downfield. Got him, and nobody's close. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating... And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just
trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it on the right. And he's running in the open. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to get to him. He's got his man. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
The game plan was to come in and throw the football and to attack this defense vertically down the field. I'd say they've done just that. This QB now has close to...
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. The give. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the move, it's Bush. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. From the gun, the ground game. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can